Becoming a professional rugby player, eh? What a dream, eh, man? If that's the type of focus that you want to put yourself in, you definitely come to the right place, eh? As for Stu, played a lot of rugby in my time, and I've enjoyed every minute. Uh, Definitely been a blessing in my life to have rugby a part of me, because it definitely helped me on the journey of life and helped shape me the person that I am today. And that's why I can't get enough of it. And if you love rugby as much as I do, hey, I don't fucking blame you, man. Me and Ass game, eh? But wanting to make that step to professional rugby, eh? Although Stu's never been a professional rugby player, uh, I definitely can teach you the kaupapa of what a kind of person it requires to become a professional rugby player, as I believe it just requires you to have that warrior whakaaro and that warrior spirit inside you. And definitely if you've got that as your identity, um, yeah, I can see you going far, not just with rugby, but in life as well, because that's the power of having a good heart inside you and having that strength as a warrior to just persevere in life, eh? But definitely it's going to help you out in rugby. And although Stu hasn't played professional rugby before, um, I've been a warrior pretty much most of my life. And although that sounds like a staunch word, there's a massive difference between a soldier and a warrior. And just knowing that a soldier is only useful for the battlefield and a warrior is useful everywhere in life, eh? Just because of the character and the conduct they hold, no matter where they go, eh? And it's definitely a quality that's required in rugby, as if you look at all our professionals right up to our All Blacks and professional players all across the world, hey, they all got their fucking heart in them, eh, man. These motherfuckers do not give up, hey, man. Doesn't even enter their mind. But where you start is by knowing the kaupapa of our rugby, eh? Now, it starts when you're a bit of a child, eh? You know, when you go through all the grades of your rugby club and that. And it takes a while, eh? You know, it's not developed just in 10 minutes, eh? You really got to put a bit of time in there. And it's better if you start when you're younger, eh? That way you can learn the skills and techniques as well as the values and ethos of every club, eh? And it's an enjoyable journey. But the main rule that you need to learn just at the start is that word respect, eh? The motherfuckers get this one wrong all the fucking time, eh, man? It's just because of their perspective on what respect is, and then they go apply it, out there, and yeah, it can be a bit shaky and hard to hold if you don't really know what respect is, eh, man? Respecting your structure, respecting your club, your teammates, respecting it right down to our young little children that play. Because when you're a rugby player and you want to push to that professional round, you've got to have respect for that. Like, it should go without saying, man. But Stu thought he will say it, hey, because when you put your mind frame in the respect of just your whole club in entirety and every team that you're in, it just gives you that inner strength to not only play hard, but to know why you do it, eh? And you do it for your people, I mean. You do it for your community. You do it for not just your fans, but the fans of the other team as well, because they're just as important because they're all part of our game, amen. One thing I want to bring up when it comes to respect is I'm a great believer in respecting our opponents, just because it puts you in a different mind frame. Where if you have respect for your opponents, then you're not going to muck around when it comes to your training and the effort that's required for you to front up to every single fucking game, amen. But one bit I want to break down that seems to be fucking, it always annoys me, amen, is people having lack of respect for the structure, eh? Like right down to our fucking coaches, amen. And that's pretty fucked up to me, eh? You know, I don't know where this fucking type of behaviour came from. Probably because I'm just a fucking old cunt and stuck in my old ways. But they're the foundation of rugby, and they should never have been tested, really, just because what you can learn in rugby it will make you stronger, eh? And with that strength, you can go out into the world and be very successful because you'll learn all the foundation skills that's required of a rugby player, eh? But when you're a disrespectful cunt, even right down to our coaches and refs, fucking disgusting, eh, man? There's actually no fucking requirement to be a fucking rude cunt in rugby. You just have to be a hard-working cunt who can play their part in the team, mate. But there's nothing worse, and especially for myself, when I'm trying to, better myself, getting information, from our coaching staff, um, and they could be there trying to give a steel word or some other player a word just to, just to guide them. It's nothing about feelings. Sometimes you fuck up, hey, but we're about improving ourselves and making ourselves a little bit better, and we do that by taking that information and applying it, eh? But where it gets fucking annoying is you always got those random fucking players, man, They feel the need to open their fucking mouths, and to the point they'll try and over talk the coach while he's trying to instruct a player. And personally, that's fucking rude. I find myself having to bite my lip on that one. But inside me, man, I'm just thinking, fuck, should I just fucking give this kind of good punch in the head, eh, man? Just to wake his fucking ideas up, because I never asked him for fucking help, eh? Stay on your position, motherfucker. Don't worry about mine. That's why I've got a coach. And because I'm a forward, hey, we've also got a forwards coach, hey. And these are the people that, if you're a player, and Stu likes to act accordingly, because that's all I am. Yes, I played fucking years of rugby, and lost count of how many fucking games I played. But even I can say to myself, there's still a whole lot more for me to learn, amen. Because the truth is I'm not a fucking professional. So a bit fucking ignorant that Stu's standing there saying, oh, I know everything about fucking rugby. Because really, that's just a fuckwit. And really, you don't know shit, amen. You really don't know shit about our game if that's your fucking attitude. And it's definitely going to be an attitude that holds you back. And when these cunts try and put all their words, try to even outspeak the coach once, like how fucking disrespectful. Not just to our coach, but to myself as well, because I believe in the structure of rugby, because that's what wins fucking championships. And that's why I feel like, hey man, this is what I'm about, this is what I'm here for, to win a championship. And you're doing something against our structure that goes against that. And very easily, I find myself getting pretty upset with that one. I just want to pop the fucking cunt straight in the nose, just to shut the fuck up, cunt. It's very important that you apply yourself in accordance with what you fucking are, man. Know who you are. Like, even worse, like maybe some people can have a say, but they're usually our captains, amen. Our captains, our fucking coaching staff, right down to our management, and it really pisses me off when there's no respect given their own. Now, the reason people don't have respect is because they don't fucking understand what respect is, amen. And a lot of times people throw that word out. It's not a fucking toy, amen. It's something you've got to use and apply and then use it to empower you. Now let me teach you how you do it this way. So you don't actually have to fucking respect other people, hey? And it's only because your opinion means shit fuck all to the other human being, because they can still operate themselves with or without your respect, amen. So and if you look at it that way, it really means fucking nothing. But you've got to look at it in a way towards yourself. And the first country you should respect is yourself, amen. Have fucking respect for yourself to show up on time, to put in the work, to play your part as a team member, so that you can benefit not only your team, but your club as well, so that you can go out there and conquer, eh? But if you have no respect for yourself to want to achieve that, don't come to a fucking Stu and try and give him the fucking respect when I see that you didn't even fucking respect yourself, amen. Like, that's fucking backwards, amen. It's very important that you have respect for yourself, that you respect, yeah, sure, like I have respect out there for people, and that's cool as, but because your opinion does mean nothing, and it should be the opposite way around as well, that putting that respect into yourself, it really doesn't matter what comes think about you. What matters is the actions that you take, because that's your identity, amen, and that's who you are. And knowing how to hold that fucking character all the fucking time, amen. Not just in rugby, but take that kaupapa that rugby teaches you and take it out into life, amen. Yes, he definitely still wants you to be that professional rugby player, but you've got to develop that professional attitude. And if you can develop that, it actually doesn't matter where the fuck you take it. You'll always have that mana to back you up, eh? Yeah. But you know, I still care for you, eh? Pretty mean, right? Yeah.